So first of all, I want to just start by going to this PC, local disk, user, your name, and then app data, local again, and then I'll go to NetBeans. And what I do, I just delete the cache folder because this may cause some problems sometimes. I'll just close NetBeans quickly. Okay, so for example, if you try to create a new project with the same name of the project that you created previously, it will give you an error. This is one of the issues. So now we're just gonna create the database with the address book entity with the data. So I'm using Glassfish 7.0.11, Java 17, but it can work on Netbeans 20 and 21. I've tested both of them, so it should be fine. Okay, so some of you create the database from here, but this is not necessary because when you run the server, just gonna wait until it runs. So I've deleted the database, so we do it fresh. Okay, admin console. I'll just delete my old address book pool. So to make sure you don't have any database, you also need to check the location of your database, which is the one below this one. This one is the Derby one, and this one is the location of your database. So you need to check in this folder. For example, if I go in there, this is my database location, and I don't have any database at the moment. So you need to check this folder as well. So let's just create the pool and address book. So data source or connection pool data source, it doesn't really matter. It's pretty much the same. So I choose the first one, javaDB. So the reason why we don't need to create it from here is because we are already giving the command here to create the database. So it's interfering. So it will be not pinging it, so it say invalid password or username. So up and up, database name, address book. That should be fine, finish. Let's try to ping it. Yeah, that's it. Now we create the resource, which is yeah, and click OK. Now I'm just gonna grab the SQL command to populate the database. So we have created the database, but it won't show up because NetBeans didn't load it. So we just close NetBeans and we run it again. In the meanwhile, I'm just gonna take the SQL from my folder, which is here. Okay, so we see the database is here now. We just connect it. Then execute command. Okay, so now we have populated our database, and now we need to create the CRUD application from new project, web application. Next, we call it test. So Jakarta 10. Now we create an entity from the database. It won't show up anything, I believe. Or no, because I didn't run the server, so it's alright.
So in that case, you want to try from the local data source. Sometimes it does come up.
You can do from the local data source. If you create the database in here, not from Glassfish. So when we create the database from Glassfish, it's a server database. So we need to select the server one. If you create the local database from create database, then you select the local data source. So I'm gonna go with server data source, address book, and it will show up here. But just wanna show something. I mentioned it in the video that I did. If I run the server, it won't show up any entities because it needs to stop before.
So you need first to stop the
The server, yeah. And then the entities will show up. So you see, you don't see any entities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Actually, it's pretty weird. Okay, so address book, addresses, next. Next, finish. Okay, now we create the JSF. Usually it's not here when I first did the project, so I had to go on other and find it over Java server faces, and there you go. Just scanning in progress. Hopefully it won't take too much time. Let's try again. Yeah, there you go.
So this is because you only have one table, right? If you have more than one table, you should show all the entity classes.
Exactly, yeah. So I just realized now that I don't know why this is very weird. So if I go in here and I click here, it will show up. But if I go again on other, and go here, okay, that's fine. I clicked the wrong one. Okay. So we're calling it JSF, which is the folder that we create and has all the CRUD entities. Phases.
So this is a package you are creating just to organize the files.
Exactly.
Under a specific.
Yeah, I'll just show in a second. So this is the folder we just created, basically, and has all the CRUD functions. And these ones will call the main source package, which is addresses Java. Now we have one more thing to look at, which is the persistence unit, which tells the project where the address book is. Just here you see it's empty, just select the address book. And then we save it. That's pretty much that's it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. You just need to wait for a while to be uploaded.
I can stop it.
Yeah, stop it now.